We've all felt that particular ache, the one that comes when someone who matters deeply to us suddenly feels distance. That space where connection once flourished now feels empty. And we find ourselves standing on one side of a wandering gap, watching the other person move along their own path. I stand before you today not as someone who has mastered this challenge, but as someone standing right in the middle of it, just like many of you. And I want to tell you something important. This space between this pause and connection can be more than just something to endure. It can become sacred ground for growth. When someone we care about needs distance, our first instinct is to often close the gap, to reach out, to fix whatever might be broken, to fill the silence with words. But sometimes the most profound act of love is simply respecting the space the other person needs. I've learned that respect isn't just about what we do, it's about what we choose not to do. It's not about honoring someone else's journey, even when it temporarily takes them away from us. This isn't resignation, it's recognition of the other person's autonomy and their right to move through life at their own space. But here's the truth about the empty space. Nature abhors a vacuum, and so do our hearts. The question isn't whether that space will be filled, but how we choose to fill it. We can fill it with resentment, with distraction, with temporary fixes that leave us feeling more empty than before. Or we can fill it with meaning. When I found myself in this space, I realized I had two choices. I could spend my energy focusing on what was missing, or I can redirect that energy towards growth. The emptiness created room for self-reflection, for reconnecting with parts of myself that had been neglected, for discovering strengths I didn't know I possessed. This isn't about staying busy to avoid feeling pain. Feel the pain, but don't let it define your days. Instead, ask yourself, what matters to me beyond this relationship? What contributions can I make to my community? What aspects of my life and myself have I been neglecting that now deserve attention? The irony is that when we focus on authentic growth rather than just filling time, we often become more of the person we want to be, and sometimes more of the person we can build even stronger connections when the time is right. I found that deepening other meaningful relationships, not as replacements, but as valuable connections in their own right, remind us of our capacity to give and receive love in many forms. Community involvement gives us purpose beyond our personal concerns, creative expressions, transforms our pain into something beautiful. And caring for our physical well-being gives us the strength to carry our emotional burdens with greater resilience. The most powerful realization I've had is this: respecting someone else's need for space isn't weakness. It's strength, it's emotional maturity, it's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing that real connections don't deepen on constant contact. Sometimes they deepen in absence, like roots growing stronger in the dark. None of this means the journey is easy. There will be days when the space feels too vast to bear, days when you question everything, days when you wonder if connection will ever return. On those days, be gentle with yourself. Respect your own journey as much as you respect theirs. Whatever happens, whether paths converge again or continue in different directions, you'll know you handle this challenge with dignity and self-respect. You'll know you use the space between not just to wait, but to become. And perhaps most importantly, you'll know that you are capable of loving in the most mature way possible, with open hands rather than clenched fists. Honorable connection and separation as part of the same beautiful, complex human experience. The space is not empty after all. It's filled with possibility. Step into it with courage, with hope, and with faith in your capacity to grow through whatever comes next.